Random thoughts. In this video, I'm going to discuss something that somebody brought up in the comment section on TikTok, I think. And this person was reacting to the video I did about Sir Richard Burton's theory about the origin of the Somali people. And he told me that there is a possibility that when Richard Burton arrived at Zeila and, of course, traveled among the Somali for a while, there is a possibility that he was getting information, especially from one group about another group that was not accurate, that was maybe given because of the biases that existed or out of spite, things like that. And I thought about it and I was like, yeah, that's very much likely that he was getting this information that was not accurate. For example, it seems like the people who accompanied him from Aden were mostly from one clan. And so because he spent a lot of time with those people, there's a likelihood that when he was collecting information about the different groups of people, especially people who are not from, or the clans that were not part of the team that he had, there's a likelihood that he was given information that was not accurate. And it's not that these people were consciously deciding to mislead him. It's because it's the nature of humans that even in a family, sometimes there's a competition. And then if you ask one member of the family about the other, they might be made to tell you things about them based on how they feel about them. If they have a negative emotion towards them because there's something they did to them, then they might give you information that portrays them in a negative light. If they like them and they have a very good relationship, then they are likely to give you information that makes them look better. So yeah, so thinking about it, yes, it's very, very possible that the information that Richard Burton got about the origin of the Somali people was erroneous because it was given either out of spite or it was given because of internal biases, because of different forms of relationships that existed between different groups in the larger, of course, in the larger nation. So yeah, and again, I have to keep insisting that whatever we read from Sir Richard Burton's book, we should not take it to be the so-called gospel truth because number one, he wasn't an expert in linguistic or anthropology or any of these sciences that have anything to do with human society. He wasn't. He was a spy. He was, we can say, the closest thing to being an expert. He is an explorer, but that's the term that was used to describe him. And we might even say that it was picked for him because of the kind of work that he used to do. So yeah, so we have to understand whatever he writes within the right context. Because I've realized so many people are getting lost, what I call in the grass, in the forest. They are getting lost in the detail, such that they don't even realize what are we talking about. They just get inside there, they get emotional, which is understandable. Some of these or some of the things that are in the book can make people feel a certain way. But we should be careful such that we don't get lost and then we get emotional and then we lose the plot. We no longer get to understand what are we really talking about or what is the point. And in fact, the next video I'm going to do, I'm still going to read a part of Sir Richard Burton's book, but this part is going to basically say why we need to be reading these old documents. It is basically giving me that answer. I've been saying it again and again and again, that reading these old documents from colonial time is like doing a postmortem. And some people are against. In fact, some people, and quite a number of people are telling me, oh, we shouldn't have even looked at them. But this next video I'm going to do is giving us the exact reason why we should read these documents. Those are my random thoughts.